Capricorn, thanks for visiting. This is your reading for August the 20th to August the 26th. And I'm not going to say anything. I'm only going to say I'm really sorry that this video is really late, that this reading's really late. And yes, I've had a lot of stress, a lot of issues go on. I've probably got a croaky voice in this as well, but I'm going to try my best to get this out to you as quickly as I possibly can. I'm not going to make any more excuses. I'm just going to start this and get this out to you as quickly as I can. The first card you have for your past is the Hierophant. I'm getting this feeling of feeling like you have to go along with something. You have to go along with other people's expectations of you, might be society's expectations of you. I'm seeing definitely family expectation of you, that kind of thing. It might be something that you feel like, you know, you have some kind of job or some kind of maybe some studying that you're going into that give you some kind of job, or it might be a job you're already in or something like that. And you'd like to break out of that and go into something else, but you feel a bit worried about taking that step, or you felt that way at this time. Now, you might be thinking that, oh, society won't accept what I want to do. They don't see this as normal. Well, there is no normal. There is no normal. And it might be a little bit stressful for you to do, because you might have this fear about changing what you're doing. It might be something like you might be at university, you might have to change courses or something, or it might be a job that you have. You might want to get into your own business, or you might want to get into a completely different field that's not kind of as kind of socially acceptable on the hierarchy as, you know, something else. It might be something that your parents have already always said to you, oh, so and so is a doctor, isn't that wonderful? And you might want to do something completely different. So what I'm seeing is that you might kind of feel a bit stressed about moving into this new thing, or you might have at this time, and you might have felt a bit like, oh, if I get out of this and do this new thing, I might have no money, I might lose some friends even, I might have family who don't back me up, they won't want me, they'll be angry with me, or they'll be upset, or they won't talk to me. It might be something like that. But I'm seeing that you don't have to kind of, yes, if this resonates with you, you don't have to jump from one thing to another thing. It's not like that. It might be that you stay where you are and you keep on working toward the new thing. So it might be like, you know, you stay in your course and you research the new thing, or you research the new kind of career or whatever it is you want to do, or you research the business thing. You might find someone that does that, you might talk to them. Do things slowly, think about that. And also there are kind of flexible ideas around that as well. You might not be jumping from one thing to another thing. You might be doing partially that for a while, partially the new thing for a while, or you might not do that exact thing. It might be something around that thing, that what you're doing now will help toward that. Have a really good think about this and think creatively, because it's not like a big catastrophic leap between one thing and another thing. It's not like, oh, this great big terrible huge drama. Just try and do it very slowly and very carefully. Think about it very carefully. Think of it as like a process, and you have to take little steps toward the process. The next card you have, your past, is the Eight of Swords. So yes, again, I'm seeing the same thing. This is this kind of trapped feeling. And again, I'm seeing family expectations. There's a house on a hill behind this woman. She might have left her family home actually, but she still carries a lot of words in the symbolized in swords. I'm trying to say, I'm not speaking very well. I'm very stressed. I'm trying my best. Yes, swords can symbolize words. So she's carried a lot of words from her family, from her upbringing, with her as she goes along her journey, and she's still carrying a lot of this negativity, maybe people saying you can't do this, you can't do that, whatever else. And yes, again, I keep on seeing studying or career changes or something like that. And also, this woman has a blindfold. This woman has a blindfold, and it covers her eyes, obviously, but it also covers her ears. So this is going to sound really cringy, but you know, you needed to listen to yourself and what you wanted to do. You need to hear yourself. You needed to listen to yourself, not just what other people were telling you to do, and not other people's voices in your head. Also, you know, if you look at this card, there's mud and water in front of this woman. So she can step forward, but she needs to make very small, very careful steps. And that's what you need to do. When you're walking on mud, you have to walk very carefully, very gently, very slowly. You don't want to trip over. You don't want to kind of fall in the mud or whatever. So that's what you need to do. So don't see this as a great big scary life change. Start to take some little small steps and, you know, call someone, make some research. Just start somewhere. Just start making little steps. The last card you have, your past, is the Knight of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing a lot of charisma in this card. You're a very stable person, but what I'm seeing is someone around you, I'm seeing a friend, could have come back to you in some kind of reunion kind of thing. And I'm seeing, you know, I'm feeling this very happy feeling around this. You're very happy to have this person back in your life. You love having this person around you. This is a fantastic person. But you're also a little bit guarded because this person's been in and out of your life before. So you're kind of a little bit afraid that easy come, easy go. They came in and out of your life before. They might do that again. So you had this kind of feeling around that. But I'm seeing this is a very, very special friend. This is a very strong person. This is a very outgoing person. And a lot of people around them see them as this very kind of strong, outgoing, loud person. But you can see their vulnerabilities. You can see kind of what's beneath all of that. And I'm seeing this person really appreciates that in you. And that's one of the reasons why they missed you so much and they came back to you. And that's one of the reasons why you liked them and you missed them, was because you like that side of them. And they love that you recognize that side in them. So yes, you came back to be with this person again. This is just a friend though, but you love their company. You love being around this person. The first card you have, your present, is the Two of Cups. So yes, again, this is about this friend who's returned to you. Now, this is more than just a friend. Now, I don't mean they're a romantic relationship. There's nothing romantic going on between you and this person. I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing that this is a very, very, very special friend. This is more than just a normal friend. This is someone who you connect with on a very deep level, on a lot of different levels with this person. I'm seeing a lot of give and take in this card, like you have a conversation where you say something, the other one appreciates it, they say something, you appreciate it. You just love having a conversation and you have mutual respect with each other as well. I'm seeing this would be a really good person to discuss this study or this career change that you want to do, because this person really, really understands you. They understand the practical issues about doing something completely different like this, and they understand the emotional issues around that too. They understand what it's like to be kind of on the outside of the norm, if that makes sense. This is a perfect person to talk to about that. The next card you have, your present, is the Queen of Swords. I'm seeing you being very, very practical. You're very practical when it comes to love, and this might sound a bit strange, but I'll tell you what I'm seeing around this card. Again, this is for single people. This friend in the Knight of Wands, this friend who you really connect with, this person is the complete opposite of you in a lot of ways. You're a lot more stable, and that's why they probably came in and out of your life. But you're also very alike in a lot of ways. You're very, very alike in a lot of ways. You both share a very special side that a lot of other people don't share. So that's what I mean by being more than friends. You have a very, very special friendship, a very special relationship with this person. This is the kind of person, this is going to sound really strange, but this is the kind of person who would be perfect for you in love. And this could be the reason why they came back into your life. I'm not seeing they came back to be a lover. I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing a friend. but they're here to kind of, they're here to spend time with you, obviously, but they're here to show you what you should be looking for in love. So if you're wondering who you should be looking for, because you've had a lot of problems in love in the past, with a lot of takers, so they're showing you that you can have this relationship with someone who's very special, where there's a lot of give and take, and they understand you on a very deep level. What you have in this friendship is what you should be looking for in a love relationship. That's what I'm seeing, and that's why they came to you at this time, because you're probably ready to find this person if you are single again. The last card you have, your present, is the Six of Pentacles. So yes, this is what I'm seeing. You've had relationships in the past, more than one, where there was a lot more take. Someone else took a lot more than they gave. You gave a lot more than you took. You gave a lot of energy, you gave a lot of love, and you've done that in several relationships, not just one, maybe even more than two. And you give yourself a lot to people. You just naturally do this. You do this in the workplace, you do this with your friendships as well. And again, look to this friend as an example of who you want to attract into your life. You have an amazing balance with this person, an amazing kind of give and take with this friend, and that's what you need in relationships. You need it to be more balanced with someone. You need to find that balance as well as that depth with someone else. So yes, same thing again. I don't mean to repeat myself, I just keep on seeing similar things. The first card you have, your future, is the Emperor. So again, if you're single, yes, I'm seeing something fantastic for you if you're single coming in for your future. And sorry, people in relationships, I just keep on seeing things coming in for single people. There is someone in your future. This person is a very passionate person. They're going to come into you quite quickly. They're also a very structured person, very well organized person, and that really suits your practical side. You have that side of you as well, so you're going to have that in common with this person. I'm seeing someone coming in who's going to fall for you quite quickly, actually. Now, they might be the kind of person who calls you all the time. They might give you gifts all the time. They might just want to be around you all the time. Now, at the beginning of this connection, this is going to be really exciting, really flattering. Everyone loves that at the beginning. You're going to be saying, oh, this person can't get enough of me. They can't stop texting me. They can't stop talking to me. But after a while, you know, it's going to be a little bit annoying, actually, because you're a very busy person, and, you know, it's going to wear off after a while. So you're going to have to say some things to this person. You're going to have to say, look, I'm a busy person. I love you so much. I love these things, but just let me take a turn sometimes. Just give me a little bit of space sometimes. That's what I'm seeing. But you know, when you do meet this person also, I'm seeing, make sure that you introduce them to this really, really good friend of yours, because this friend really has your back. And also they're quite blunt in their opinion. So they're going to tell you the truth about this person. And, you know, they really care about you as well. So they're going to tell you, they're not just going to tell you what you'd like to hear. They're going to tell you the absolute honest truth. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your future, is the Three of Cups. So I'm seeing this as a message to you for your future, because what I'm seeing is you're going to be spending a huge amount of time around this friend again. You're just going to be spending loads of time with them. You're also going to be very busy. You're going to have a lot to do in your workplace and thinking about this new thing that you're studying or that you're going to be doing, that you want to do. You're going to be researching that. Also, you're going to be spending a lot of time with this person in the Emperor. If they do come in at this time, they might come in at this time in the future, or it might be further on in the future. But you're going to be so busy. So don't lose track of some of your friends. You could do that. You might be at risk of doing that, because there are some people who really deserve your time. And I know you're going to be very, very busy. You might just have to do things like, you know, make appointments for them, block in bits of time to see them, even if it's just, you know, for coffee, even if it's just a little bit in the evening for a drink or something, or just inviting them round to chat or something. Just carve in some time for those people. The last card you have, your future, is the Five of Swords. So yes, I'm seeing this could be about, sometimes this card can be about stealing, it can be about being entitled, all of that kind of thing. I'm seeing this is about walking away from arguments, because I'm seeing that, yes, you do have some family members, I'm seeing that in the Hierophant, that have very different ideas about things to you. They have very straight ideas, very structured ideas, especially one person who's very difficult in your family. They have very strong ideas about what everyone should do. They have very strong ideas about what you should and shouldn't do. Now, in the past, you might have kind of started arguing with you, because this person can kind of look for things to argue with you about. They want to start things with you. And I think in the past you've kind of defended yourself, you've argued your point, but at this time you're becoming a lot stronger in yourself, and you're going to just kind of say, well, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm either going to walk away, or I'm just going to say, okay, you have your opinion, I have mine, I couldn't be bothered wasting my time. You're not going to say that, but you might just say something like, okay, well, that's your opinion. And this seems like a small thing, but this is a big thing, because this is preparing you for when you do this big career change, or whatever this thing is you were thinking about in the Hierophant, because you're learning how to deal with this opposition. You're going to get a lot of this opposition with your family. I'm seeing that in the Hierophant, I'm seeing it now. So this is preparing you in how to deal with it when it comes, and you're going to deal with it very well, because you'll have had this practice in the Five of Swords. So Capricorn, I hope this resonated. As you know, general readings can't always resonate with everyone, but again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. And again, I just want to apologize for being very late. I'm very sorry about that, but thank you so much for being patient, and thank you so much for watching.